Anywhere you lead me, I will go. 'Cause you are the way, truth, and the light. Jesus, you never leave me nor forsake me. Except you build a house, the builder build in vain. Me, I go follow you to go. Anywhere you lead me, I will go. Jesus, my life is for your glory, your glory. You're taking me higher, Jesus. You never leave me nor forsake me. You're taking me higher, Jesus. My life is for your glory, your glory. You made the little thing I do be like saying a big thing, oh. Your grace makes the difference, just they embarrass me, oh. I like it, oh. I like the way you lead me, oh. Promotion everywhere, contract everywhere. Listen, invite somebody. 'Cause you lead me every day. Invite somebody. I like you. Invite somebody and share this video. My life is for your glory, your glory. Invite somebody. God bless you, woman of God. I see my pretty Archbishop. I celebrate you, man. I bless you. I love you, woman of God. Thank you. Invite somebody and share this video. I'm going to continue from where I stopped 2 days ago. I did a video 2 days ago. I'm going to continue from there. I'm going to continue from where I stopped 2 days ago. I got a lot of response from that last video that I did. And the greatest testimony is when you see people broken and they repent and want to do better. What is repentance? When you change your mind. When you open up for something, you change your mind and you turn back and say, I'm going to take the other road. So I got a lot of testimonies from last video that I did. I couldn't finish it because it was about an hour and a half. So I was like, no, it's getting too long. I'm just going to cut it and then I'll finish it another time. So I just don't want to take too much time, procrastinate. So I decided to come back today to finish the video. And for those of you that inbox me privately, I just bless God for your life. And I really appreciate the fact that this message bless you. It's all about Jesus. To God be the glory. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I did. But whatever it was the Holy Spirit. And too many response privately of people. A lady called me. She was just crying. She sent me a voice note. She was crying. She just said to me, she said, I'm going to take back my office. I'm going to go back to my place. I'm going to go back to my first love. I'm not going to let nobody push me out of my office. I played that voice note over and over again. And that's just what I want to see. It's not about the view. It's not about the fame. It's not about my platform. It's not about me. It's about what God is busy doing in the season. And we need to spread the gospel. We need to tell people, instead of telling them, take it, receive it, and you don't tell them how to get to that place. The man of God said in Dublin, when I went to Dublin last weekend, he said, enough of the prophecy, you've received a lot of prophecies. But the thing is, none of them, most of them are still hanging. You're asking God why? Because you don't understand that there are some things that need to be activated for those prophecies to come alive. You need to war. You need to shandai with your prophecy. It's not just enough to say, I see, and God said. But there is also what God said that you should do that is attached to that prophecy. And if you don't move, nothing moves. So that's the reason why I'm coming today to finish what I started. And the topic is this slavery thing is working. It's working for me. And I'm sharing with you my own personal experience and my own testimony. That's what I'm using every time to encourage you on this platform. Please, I just played a song. No, before I go there, I just played a song from Mercy Chinwe. Let me share this quickly before I go into it. Invite somebody. Please don't be selfish. Invite somebody. Inbox somebody. Tell them to come on board. Okay? I went to visit a girlfriend of mine. She's like a sister to me a few months ago. And then there was something that she was passing through then with her family. And then I was going. The Lord gave me the song. I was singing it. I was like, why? And I discovered later on that this is their favorite song as couples. This family I was to visit the next day. So the Lord gave me a word for them. And lo and behold, I got them. I gave them this word. I said, I played the song. Before I gave them the word, I played this very song. Chinedumo, you're taking me higher, eh? My life is for your glory. You make the little thing I do just to be like saying a big thing, oh. Your grace made the difference, just they embarrass me, oh. I like it, oh. I like the way they lead me, oh. So I started playing it, and everybody, there were a lot of people there that they danced and they sang the song. I said, somebody should stop the music for me. I said, listen. I said, sometimes we sing songs and we don't even take note of the lyrics. Just like we read our Bible and we don't really crave for that thing behind the written word. I keep saying, that's the rhema. I said, we listen to songs and we don't even take note of the lyrics. She said, my life is for your glory. The little things, every little thing I do, you make it look like it's a big deal. People just carry it and it's a wonder. He said, your grace is what makes the difference in my life. Your grace embarrasses me. I was not sharing with them. I said, what does it mean when she said, my life is for your glory? You are just telling God, do with me whatever you will. I want you to showcase me. When people are looking for the definition of grace, of mercy, of favor, of faith, of hope, of how it is to survive, I want people to look at me and see you, Jesus. That's what you're saying. My life is for your glory. It means you no longer decide what happened. I'm sold out. You are representing a brand. God bless you, Sabrina. God bless you, Sister Boss. Say, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Stay online and invite somebody, please. So you're saying to God, my life is for your glory. Do whatever it is that you want. And however you want to do it, I'm giving you full access. That's what it means anytime you are singing that song. My life is for your glory. It's like a shop now where they showcase things at the front. You see all those pop that they put there. The pop don't have the power to say, well, I don't want to wear this dress today. I don't want you to put this jewelry on me today because I don't like it. The pop is just lifeless. Sold out. Whatever you people want to do with me and this company, I'm fine. We need to showcase this dress today. I'll showcase this dress. Put it on me. We need to showcase this shoe today. I'll do it. Put it on me. We need to showcase this shirt today. I'll do it. Put it on me. That's what that pop is there to do. So it doesn't matter whatever it is that you put on that pop, that thing just stays there and just lifeless, don't move. And everybody passes by and see that thing being showcased. Some say it's nice. Some say, well, I don't like this one. Some say it's nice. Come inside and get that stuff. But whatever happens, that pop has been sold at for that company to showcase whatever it is that company represents. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Mr. Victor. That pop is there to showcase the product of that company. That's exactly what you say anytime you say, my life is for your glory. And when you say your grace make the difference, it just embarrass me. We sing it, your grace made the difference, just embarrass me. It sounds really nice in your ear. I say, I like it too. I like the way you lead me. Oh. When you look up the word embarrass, it's not what you think it is. Go and search it for yourself. Embarrass can bring you to a place. It means the grace of God can bring you to a place where you are exposed. To be embarrassed, you blush. Sometimes it takes you to a place of shame. Sometimes it takes you to a place where you don't want to be like, oh my God, this is awkward. Sometimes it takes you to a place where you feel totally uncomfortable. That's what the word embarrassment means. Juliet, I bless you, I celebrate you. Thanks for joining. Share this video and invite somebody. So when you are saying your grace embarrass me, it means the grace of God don't always mean what you think. Well, the grace of God is working for me. It has to bring me to everywhere that I want and how I want it. No. It's not about you, darling. It's about the company. The grace of God can bring you to a place where you don't feel comfortable, where you don't want to do. You don't feel like. But because it's what is good for the company, you do it anyway. It brings you to a place of pain. It brings you to a place of shame. It brings you sometimes to a place of reproach. It brings you because they showcase you. You are out there. So it's easy for everybody to attack. Everybody see you. Something that is not being showcased is difficult to promote. You can't promote what is hidden. In order for you to promote something, you have to bring it out for the people to see. You always have to be in people's face. So when you're being brought out to be showcased, of course you're going to expect stone. You're going to expect critics. You're going to expect people to talk. You're going to expect people to, especially people that are supposed to be close in your circle. Family members, friends, relatives, church people. Those are the very people, darling. The moment you decide that my life is for your glory, and you put yourself out there, that's what it means. You put yourself out there for the master's use. You said, do whatever you wish to do with my life, Jesus. I'm sold out for you. I am representing your brand now. I live to showcase your glory. You should expect war. So I said in the video I did last time, you don't let nobody push you out of your spot. Because the moment you say you want to showcase his glory, my life is for your glory, it means you have to give up so many things and you have to take up the things that he wants you to take up. You are an ambassador now. You have to be kingdom-minded. I will go to the topic of the headline. I'm bringing you somewhere. You have to be kingdom-minded. You cannot expect that a company sign you up and then you don't showcase their products. They'll sign you out. You're not doing your job properly. When they sign you up, it means you have to showcase their product. You have to talk about their products. Everything you do, people should know that, oh, Nike just signed you up. You are a brand now. You are a face of that company. Everybody should see you wearing that thing. Everybody should see you. It's just like my girlfriend. My girlfriend, she says hair in London. If she wants me to be somebody that showcases the brand, I have to wear it. Right now, I'm wearing her hair. I'm wearing her eyelash. I come out there with it. She didn't just give it to me, so I would just put it inside my... No, I have to wear it and come out there and talk about it, as I'm doing to you now. I begin to tell people, oh yeah, but I love your eyelash. Well, I bought it from Glamour. I'll tell you, this is how you can get it. That is what it means to be out there. You're going to be seen. You can hide. You can't. Because if you are hidden, nobody sees you. So how do you expect for something that is out there not to receive talk? Not to receive punches? It's not possible. So when you are kingdom-minded, that's where God revealed his glory through you. When you are willing to be out there, they put you on the billboard. Immediately they sign you up. You are everywhere. You can't say no. Well, I know you signed me up, but you see that junction. I don't want my picture to be there because I'm not sure. 2 years ago, I went with my covenant brother Mastodon to Nigeria. And the man of God, one of the programs we had in Benin City, he did a massive billboard. That was the first time. And then my mom, people were going to tell my mom, your daughter's picture is so Johnson, so Johnson. Different places. They were telling my mom. My mom now called me like, I've seen the poster. That billboard, I have to start praying. Everybody know now that you are coming to Benin. The date was written there. My mom didn't panic. My mom understand that this is the season where I am now. I can't hide and dodge. There was a time I used to dodge into Nigeria, and then I would still sneak out. But it has gotten to a place right now I can't hide anymore. Because I'm an ambassador for something. I represent something. And because I represent something, the person that sent me will not allow nothing to happen to me because I'm an ambassador. Imagine the kidnapped ambassador of America now here. How? So my mom said, I have to start praying for God's protection and guidance because you're doing his job. My mom didn't say, oh, no. Well, tell that pastor he should drop that post. I don't want people to know that you are coming to Nigeria. He can be careful. Public like that. Everybody were talking about it. I went to Nigeria. I came back. I understand that this is the season. You have to get to a place where you grow. Where you don't just feel comfortable where you are now in the things of the kingdom. Because not until you are willing to bring out your hand, your leg, your head, your everything, you are willing to be out there for people to like do whatever they want to do for the sake of the kingdom. My dear, you will remain stagnant. When I'm telling you don't settle for crumbs, this is exactly what I'm saying. Don't settle for leftover. You're still doing the same thing you've been doing in the kingdom when you gave your life to God for 5 years ago. It's an error. 5 years down the line, you are not impacting the people that come in your life. You are not doing nothing in your church where they will say, well, if it was not for this sister in this church, oh my God. Christ is not coming down to do this thing. One is the hand, one is the leg, the other one is the nose, the other one is the eye. We need your own parts to bring in to make this thing work. You need to be kingdom-minded. Let people call you a slave. I'm going to take you to the scripture. Somebody please write for me. Last time I was saying 2 Corinthians is 1 Corinthians. I'm sorry. I was so excited about that revelation. But anyway, let's go to 1 Kings 3 verse 1. 1 Kings 3 verse 1. I'm going to read. I'm talking about to be kingdom-minded. It says, and Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh's king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter, and brought her into the city of David, until he had made an end of building his own house, and the house of the Lord, and the wall of Jerusalem round about. So when he married the daughter of Pharaoh, he brought the daughter of Pharaoh to the father's place. He was building. Because he was building, he didn't want no distraction. Not because I just newly married and I can't come to church. I have kids now. Oh, I can't. I have a new job. It's becoming an embargo. I can't do this anymore. And I can't function the way I used to function again. He took the wife. Solomon, I love women. He said, you stay there first. I'm building. The Bible says he was building his own and he was building God's own. And he was building the wall around. He was building God's own. When you read further in that chapter 3, it was after he finished building that the Lord, he offered sacrifices, that the Lord came to him and said, ask me whatever you want to ask. Because he first took care of God's thing. And God said, I got to answer. I got to give this person, thank you, Sister Bosse, I got to give this person attention. He said he was building his house and building the house of the Lord. And then we're going to go to, I'm going to just read out the scriptures that I have, and then I will explain to you what I want to explain. So let's go to Nehemiah. Nehemiah chapter 1. Nehemiah 1 verse 4. Now let me read this from 3. Nehemiah 1 from 3. It said, and they said unto me, the remnants that are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction and reproach. And the wall of Jerusalem also is broken down, and the gates thereof are burnt with fire. And it came to pass, when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept and mourned certain days, and fasted and prayed before the God of heaven. So they came to tell Nehemiah. Read the whole of that story. Nehemiah was a cupbearer in the king's palace, so he had it. He didn't have no issue. He was comfortable there. But they sent messengers to tell him that the walls are broken. The city is now a reproach. It's a shame what is happening here. Everything is a mess. Apparently, they know that this person have the answer. They went to tell him in the palace where he was serving comfortably. No problem. He was face to face with the king every time. He had it all. He said when he heard this news, he mourned, he wept for days, and he fasted and began to pray. And prayer was just not enough. Like, well, I'm praying for this. Thank you, darling. I'm praying for this, for my people. Yes, please, God, go and help them. Go and help them. No, after he finished, he moved. And he prayed at the ending, at verse 11 of that chapter 1. He said, God, oh, please give me favor in the sight of this man, because I want to go and ask him something. He first resolved within himself, made the decision that I want to go and help. I want to go and build. I can't sit back here and enjoy and just feel comfortable. And you see a need in the church. You see a mess. People making a mess of something that you know how to do. But because you say, well, I don't like the way they talked to me last time. I don't like the way they gossip me. You fold your hands and do like. It doesn't matter to you. He wept. He wept. He mourned. And he went to the king. And he went to ask the king in chapter 2. In chapter 2, Nehemiah 2 verse 3. He said, and said unto the king, let the king live forever. Because the king asked him like, I've not seen you that sad like this. It's obvious your heart is broken. And then he said to the king in verse 3, he said, let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad when the city, the place of my father's sepulchre, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? He said, why won't I feel like this? Because they came to give me news that the walls are broken. The graves where my forefathers, my parents were buried, is a mess. It's a reproach now. That is the reason why I'm feeling sad. And the king asked him, what is it you want me to do for you? He said, if it pleases you, please send armies. Write letters, send armies. Let them go like a convoy. Let them go with me back to my place. Because I want to go and rebuild. And give me timbers for me to build. He asked of the king, because this thing concerns the master's house. God gave him favor in the sight of the king. He gave him army to follow. So as you are doing God's own, as you put God first, God always, there are angels that are assigned on your case. There are angels that watches over you. I tell people, you can't off me. Who said it, baby? You will do whatever you want to do. You will talk with your mouth and whatever, but you can't off me. Because I am too valuable in God's kingdom. It's not a joke. God knows that he needs me. God knows that if this person, if they're orphan, there's a problem. So I'm not worried about what you're going to do to me. You can do it koro, but if you take it past there, it's go backfire. Because God have angels that is assigned to people that are kingdom minded. The king carried army, they escorted him and gave him timbers to build. By the time Thank you, Sister Susan. God bless you, Minister Susan. God bless you. God will always protect his own. And then let me go take you to verse 18 of that Nehemiah 2. So Nehemiah went, gathered the people together, and they started building. Verse 18, he said, then I told them of the hand of my God, which was good upon me, and also the king's word that he has spoken unto me. And they said, let us rise up and build. So they straightened their hands for the good work. The people started building. Verse 19, he said, but when Sanballat, the Horonites, and Tobiah, the servants, the Ammonites, and Geshem, and Arabiam heard it, they laughed us to scorn and despised us, and said, what is this thing that ye do? We ye rebel against the king? Immediately they started building. Tobiah and Sanballat rose up. What is it that you're doing? Right now they are thinking in your church. They are thinking in your family. They are thinking in your environment. They are thinking your place of work. You that is looking at them, they are thinking that you are a joker. What does she think she's doing? Your boy want to come and start teaching her. Evangelist. What she thinks she know, what she doing. They think you are a joker now. But by the time this whole thing, by the time the puzzle is finished, the picture will soon clear for them. He said they mock them to scorn. What do you think they're doing? You're going to rebel against the king. Nobody's supposed to rebuild this wall. Really? They thought they were joking. And the whole of chapter 3, the people started building. Everybody were assigned. This one built this one did the work, the other one did the other one. The other one, they shared the work. And everybody started building because one person rose up. Because Nehemiah left his comfort zone in the palace and said, I cannot leave my father's house in ruin. I have to join to build. He came, and because of one person's decision, everybody brought out their hand and their leg and started building. They started building. They thought they were joking. They were mocking them. And then by the time we got to chapter 4 verse 1, it said, but it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we rebuilded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. And he spoke before the brethren and the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice stone out of this heap of... Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Yes. Will they revive the stones out of the heap of the rubbish with our bones? They started mocking them again like... So when they heard that they've rebuilt the wall, they said, these people, they mean business. They came back again with mockery. The reason why people talk about you, the reason why they mock you, the reason why it's not that what you are doing don't have effect. It's because they see that you are not joking. This thing you are doing, you mean business. You are not a part of the committee that kill in the church. You are not a part of the gang up that destroy. You are not a part of the gang up that immediately leave the church and the pastor is the topic inside your car even before you get home. You put your car on volume. You put the phone on volume and you are gossiping already what happened in church. You are not a part of that thing. You came to build. When people see that you are not part of that committee, they mock you to scorn. They think, what's she doing? She just came. She thinks she's coming to, like, this is how we've known this thing. Leave this thing. We are comfortable here. Don't build. Don't bring out your hand. What's this? No. So you think you want to build this thing one day now. They mock him. But he didn't worry. He turned them over to God. And look at what happened. Chapter 4 verse 7. Let me start from 6. He says, so we built the wall despite the talk, the mocking and everything. So we built the wall, and the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had the mind to work. He said, but it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabian and the Ammonite and the Ashdodite heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth. First they were wroth. This time they were very wroth. Because the work is going on. It's beginning to make sense. They know that Nehemiah did not leave the king's palace to come and joke here. This guy mean business. They were very wroth. And if you read further, let me know. Go and read that book very well again. They started to conspire against them. They brought up allegation. And they conspired. They wanted to stop the work. My question to you is this. These things happened in those days. It's still happening now in the house of God. He was not building his house. It was the house of God that he was building. But people rose up that have been there since, but they refused to do nothing. They rose up and they were like, no, you can't build. No, we like the way it is. Leave it there like that. I'm here to encourage you, darling. Listen to the first video I did. It's a continuity. I'm here to encourage you. Not until you are kingdom-minded, you bring out yourself, your gifts, that which that God has given to you deep down inside of you. Not until you bring out your gifts to contribute to the house of God, to the things of God, you will never experience full overflow of God's mercy, grace, favor, packages. You will never experience it. The moment you become kingdom-minded, God uses you because he understands now that you are always about his matter. Anything you do is because you have it at the back of your mind. I want to showcase this work. God will showcase you. You cannot expect me to carry this hair now. This hair is glamour. It's a brand. It's my girlfriend's hair. Now you can't expect me to showcase this hair now. And you don't see my face. You are seeing my face now. As you are seeing the hair, in short, you first see my face before you see the hair. I'm giving you an example. So, as you are out there doing God's own, God is showcasing you the same time. If you put this all puzzle together, you will understand that you are doing yourself a favor. Because you are out there, he makes sure that everything about you is protected and secure. He was building his house, and he was building the house of God. I'm going to take you to the last Bible verse, and I'm going to use this to finish this live video. Let's go to the story of David. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm just trying to teach you something. Open your eyes to something. Let's go to the story of David. 1 Samuel 16. 1 Samuel 16, verse 11. When the prophet was sent to anoint David. And Samuel said unto Jesse, I hear all thy children. And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. After he tried to anoint every one of them, like, this one look good, this one is the senior, this one get muzzle, this one get this. God said, not this one. I don't look the way human being look. Not this one, not this one. After he went through all of them, say, there's no other one. He said, yes, there's one. He's inside the bush. He said, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come. I want you to notice that word. He keepeth the sheep. People will remember you for the things you build. For a keeper you are. People will remember you. People will not remember you for the lie. People will condemn you. You might be popular with your lie. Popularity is popularity. You can be popular for something good. You can be popular for something good. Both of them are popularity. That's what they call them. People will condemn you for your lies. But people can only recommend you and commend you. Commend and recommend you for a builder that you are. People will trust things into your hands because you are a keeper and you are a builder. The prophet said, we will not sit down. Everybody is, freeze. Stay right there. Stay put. Until this small boy comes. He was the youngest. His father said he keepeth the sheep. But because he was a keeper, because he was somebody that knew his office and he stayed there, he didn't compete with his brothers. He was the youngest. It's not by age, and this thing is not by age. You can be of age. You can be with your BB title and still not know nothing about this kingdom work. It's not about the spotlight. It's about the things that happen behind the scene. In order for you to be effective in that which God has called you to be, you have to be a servant. You have to be a slave. This thing is working for me. That is why I'm using it to encourage you. It's working for me. So he said, he keepeth the sheep. He keepeth the sheep. He said, go and bring him. And he brought him. He was anointed. And then verse 19 of that chapter 16. The king said, okay, so somebody should bring me after the Spirit of the Lord departed from him. Read the story. I'm trying to pick out the point I want to show to you. Somebody should go and bring me somebody that know how to sing and blah, blah, blah. They said, we know of one young man. I'm talking about your place of office. Your place of office is where bring you before kings and queens. After he has been anointed, he went back again to his place of office. And then, let me read from 17. He said, and Saul said unto his servant, provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehem, that is cunning in playing, and a mighty valiant man, a man of war, and prudent in matters, and comely person, and the Lord is with him. Look at all the things they said about David. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's a man of war. He's very comely. He knows what he's doing. He can play this thing very well. People knew him for what he could do proper. And then verse 19, I love verse 19. After the man has said, is that. Look at the thing that made the king to say, go and bring him. It said, wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. He didn't say which can play the harp very well. For those of you that think it was the spotlight, one, you have to be under the spotlight for you to know. He said the one that keep the sheep. After they've given him all the other things, is fine. Yes, boy, you know how to sing. And here we help. When he comes to come and arrange something in the church, you think you are all that. Can't do that because, well, I sing in this church. I'm a tither. I'm a deacon. I'm a deaconess. I'm this. Don't you know they just ordained me a few weeks ago? Who help? He said the one that keep the sheep. The one that is with the sheep. The one that feeds the sheep. The one that take care of the sheep. The one that care. That have a caring heart. That's what the king says. Say, that one is that one. I want to be sure that the father knows the one I said he should bring. Oh, the one that is with the sheep. Go and bring him for me. They brought him. And then if you read further in that chapter, let me drop my Bible and finish explaining like this. David was found in his place of office again. He now became, the Bible said the king loved him. He now became the armor bearer of the king. He was serving just like Nehemiah. He had it good. He would play, the evil spirit would leave Saul. So he was a celebrity in the palace. Even with his oil, he was a servant. He was serving the king. They've anointed him king. But he stayed in his place of office. The things he knew how to do. He knew how to sing. He knew how to tend for the sheep. You always find him in those two places. Place of worship and the place of serving. So he went back again. When he finished doing whatever he wants to do at the king's palace, he became the armor bearer. Do you know what it means to become an armor bearer? The Bible says he went back to his sheep, still go and take care of them. It was then Goliath came to intimidate the people. And they said, the father said, go and take food, bread, bring to your brothers, go and check on them. He didn't say, I don't understand, Papa, if you don't remember who I am. I know I'm the youngest, so you people have been pulling me too much. People think that's how you left me that day in the bush. Thank God for the man of God that came to bring me. But you forgotten now that they've anointed me, Papa. And for the record, have you forgotten that I'm not the king's armor bearer? So I should bring food to my brethren? Like, are you seriously for real? No. He said, yes, Papa. He took the food again at the place of service. And he rushed to meet his brothers there. But it was in his place of service, that was where God created the platform for him that made David. That made the oil, what was said concerning him. It was a service that activated that thing that had been released, the prophecy that was released chapters before. He still went back to the palace, to the bush. He went back again to taking care of the sheep. He was found again in the place of service. But it was in that place that God located him and gave him a platform. 7. That was what activated that prophecy to come up. Because of his obedience and his constant readiness to serve the people. Even the people that hurt him. Even the people that belittle him. Even the people that wanted to hide him and say, he's with the sheep. That one. Are you sure? The man said, go and bring him. We will not sit down until he comes. He knew about all this. That's why he said, you anointed my head in the presence of my enemies. He thought he was talking about, he was talking about his father and his brothers. He still carried food and went to these people, because don't underestimate these people that are hating on you. These people that are fighting you. They are working for you. They just don't know, and they are not on a payroll. They are working for you. God is using them to set up the whole thing for your lifting. You have to grow past the place of hurt. Yeah, but God they did, but God they did. You didn't hear David complain and gave his father the last record of what they all did. He still took the food and went there to salute his brothers. And there he saw Goliath. It was this place of service on his way. 7, that was where he met an opportunity that now made him king. Not just armor bearer. That now made him king and made him a celebrity where the women started singing about him. Place of service. This is the trick people use now to drive people out of their inheritance in the house of God. Don't let nobody push you out of your place of service. Imagine what happened when he still got there. He went to bring food to the brothers. He was asking the people, what will they do for the person that's able to take down this uncircumcised Philistine? That you are talking to my God like that. When the brother, his own brother, again, who no man had a key man, when he heard him talk, he said, what have you come to do? You small, I know this proud look. What have you come to do here again? He said to his brother, is there no cause? I'm just asking a question. He did not argue with his brother like, he just said, you know what? I know your type. He turned, the Bible said he turned to the other place and said, please, I beg somebody should tell me what's up here. Because you are not my target. You have to get to a place where you tell people, I'm in this place to build. I'm in this place to arrange my life, to secure my testimony, to secure my own thing that God has said concerning me. I'm in this place to work at my own. It's not about you, darling. He turned away from the brother and said, you know what? I know you. You are a hater. It's all fine. It's good. Here is your food that I brought for you. Oh, yeah, eat. And he turned and asked another person, and they gave him the answer. In presence of his brother Korokoro, his brother that was in the army, his 3 brothers, the elder one, they were in the army with title, with armor. They had everything. It's not by title. It's not by age. It's not by how long you've been in that church. They had title. They were armies, trained one in the war front with their armor and everything. But the Bible says every time the Goliath came out, they were shocking. They are scared. With everything that they even had, they couldn't do nothing to this uncircumcised Philistine that was threatening the children of God. Small boy came out, now want to come and help. He said, what do you think you want to do? Who did you leave those few sheep with? They mock him the same way they did to Nehemiah. But did this stop David from approaching? Did this stop him from encroaching? Did this stop him from crossing the line? Did this stop him from saying, you know what, God, it's you, it's me and you. And God, you know the relationship I have with you now. I'm your servant, I'm your boy. I'm representing you. You can't form a hand, oh. God, I carry your name, oh. He said, you come to me with spear, with javelin, with this. I come in the name of Jesus. He neglected the talk of his brother. Say, you are not important. Talk to the hand. Not 1, 2 of it. Talk to my hands. You are important. Because this is my own ground. This is my own opportunity. And I'm going to use it because I know how to fight. I know how to do this. I'm going to use it because I'm the one that they anointed. Not you. You are a soldier. It's me that they anointed. It's me that have a prophecy to fulfill. It's me that have a place I'm going. So you can't talk me out of it because I'm a small boy. Or because I take care of sheep. Where were you when they anointed me? Where were you when I went to play for the king? Where were you when I become the armor bearer of the king? I have so many things to show you. Shut up. Zip it and get out of my front. You know what? Big bro, I love you. I don't want to disrespect you. Hold your side. He turned and he sought another person. And did he not become king? He did. Check out the brothers of Joseph. Same thing happened. Joseph was always at the place of service. Anywhere he was using his gifts. They sold him in the pit. He came out, he went to Potiphar's house. He worked so good that Potiphar entrusted everything in his hand. They lied on him. They took him to the prison. He used his gift against interpretation, started interpreting. It was his gift that brought him out of the place, and it was his gift that took him to the place of total Rehoboth. His place of Rehoboth, total rest, peace. It was his gift. He constantly used his gift, even in his pain, even in his discomfort, even when he didn't feel okay. He was constantly using his gift. Don't sit on your gifts because they hurt you, because they gossip. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because they are trying to bully you, don't sit on your gifts. The more they do you, the more you're supposed to get more angry and say, I'm going to use my gift to showcase God's work. Because I know that at the end of the day, I like this example. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for remembrance. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said, listen. She was going to work. I said, come. She was telling me something. I said, as you are going to work now, you're working in the hospital. Say yes. I say, because she mentioned she was going to work with somebody. Something led to that discussion. I said, okay, say for example now, as you are going to work now, the person you are going to work with now, you don't like the person, right? She said, yeah. I said, you are going to work. She said, yes, okay. I said, will you get to work now and tell the person, well, you know what? I don't like you. I don't like the way you spoke to me yesterday. So me and you, we can't work with this patient today. You won't say that. She said, no. I said, okay. I said, now will you come back home and you are supposed to resume work the next day? And then you not tell your boss like, sorry, I don't like the way that sister spoke to me. In short, I don't like her. I'm not coming to work today. Please, just give my shift to somebody else. She said, no. I said, what are you doing now? She said, I'm going to work. I said, it means you're going to show up for work. She said, yes. Whether you like that sister or not, she said, yes. I said, why? She was looking at me. I said, let me answer the question for you. I said, you are working for your paycheck. She said, yes, that's true. I said, because you know that it's not that sister that's going to pay you your paycheck at the ending of the month. You show up and work with her. Even if you don't like her, you will be insulting her inside your mind. But you still pass me this, you give me. Pass me that, you pass it. Go and drop this here, you go and drop it. You put those smile, you see your head. You'll be talking inside yourself. But you will still work with that sister for 12-hour shifts. And you will put on a good face. You dare not insult her. You dare not excuse your face. You dare not say the wrong word at your place of work. Because they will mark you. I said, you put up a face. I said, because of the paycheck. She said, yes. Because she's not the one that's going to pay your bill at the ending of the month. She said, no. I said, there's a higher boss. There's somebody that owns this company that pays your paycheck. She said, yes. I said, in order for you to get a paycheck, you have to show up for work. You have to work. You don't sit at home and complain and say, they did this to me, they did that to me. By the way, I don't even like the patient. By the way, I don't like the dry cleaner. By the way, I don't like the receptionist downstairs. Everybody sits on top of their desk, sits in front of their desk, carry the cloth, go and wash. The one is in the kitchen, is in the hospital, is doing his or her job. Everybody do your job in that hospital. At the end of the day, you get your paycheck the way you showed up. I said, so why will you think now somebody is only in the house of God will do that? Thank God. God is a merciful God. So we think that God, because of grace, because of his mercy now, we should abuse it and become disgrace. So you think now that you can sit at home comfortably, you don't do nothing, somebody annoyed you, I'm not going to that. I'm not going to be part of the usher team again because the way that sister spoke to me. Why is not the sister that gave you breath? She's not the one that is protecting your kids. She's not the one that is making sure that your health is... Think about it now. Why will you sit at home and not do nothing? You don't move, you don't go and contribute in church because you're pissed off. And then you expect God to be at your service. You expect to get a paycheck at the end of the month. Why do Christians like to deceive ourselves? Why are we the worst hypocrites? Because somebody, but you will still show up for work. Doesn't matter what they've done to you, you will show up. You will make sure that you are not even late. You are there. You are working for yourself, for your paycheck. So I'm encouraging you. Don't let nobody push you out of your sport. This is your life. This is your responsibility. I was talking to somebody last week and she was telling me, the way you dress now, you just change. I just tired the way you now dress. I said, I like it. I couldn't get her to understand what I was trying to say. I like it. She was like, yeah, but I said, I like the way I dress now. People like, used to inbox me, you do this, you did that. That's everybody stay away from my fashion. I love fashion. Shh, leave me alone. Even my sister, everybody, I said, leave me alone. But it just got to a place. I just decided that, you know what? I just want to change my way of dressing. Even before I was ordained as evangelist, was beginning of last year. I just changed the way I dress. And I'm loving it. I said, because it's your baby. Nobody should tell you how to dress your baby. You don't even have to explain. Because it's only somebody that is comfortable where he or she is, that is not ready for change, that fights change. When you see them, you know them in churches. You know them, the people that don't want you to change nothing. You met it like this, leave it. I said, I shouldn't be the same person I used to be years back. There should be a change to see that I'm growing, that I'm eating something, I'm eating the word. It's refining me from the inside. It's making me to see things by myself. And I'm beginning to adjust to the new rhema that I'm getting, to fit where I'm going. I'm not doing it for you. Not doing it for you. I am doing it to fit where I am going. I am doing it to fit where I am now. Because it looks good on me where I am now. I'm loving it. It's my own decision. So when I was talking to my mommy, I said, when it's not people's baby, they don't care how you dress the baby. They don't care. They don't even understand why you want to wear the baby extra jacket. Because what does it concern me if your baby catch cold outside? You are the one that's going to sleep with the baby at night. Stay awake. It's not my problem. Don't worry, carry the baby. We are late. Come, let's go. I'm using physical things to explain spiritual things. Follow me. I will say, bring the baby. Let's go now. We are late. Me that owns the baby, I'll say, I beg. I need to dress this baby proper. I will make sure I zip up. I put her shawl, put her gloves to make sure that cold don't enter her body because it's my baby. But because it's not your baby, you don't care. So I was telling her, I said, this is my decision. I like it. I want it. I want to change. It's not a must that I must stay. It's a sickness. If you decide to stay where you've been for forever and ever, you are still that same thing. You don't want to change. You don't want to do something different to get to a new height. It's a sickness. So people shouldn't make you feel guilty for change. People shouldn't make you feel like you are cast out because you came to build. You came to change some things. It used to be this color of chair. Maybe we should, Pastor, maybe we should add this one to beautify the place. Maybe we should change this altar. Change is okay. Change is good. As long as you are changing for the better. If I was to be dressing like that now, and now you see me now wearing bikini, and come and say, yo, but this is not good though. But you see that I am getting to a place where it's like, you don't have to like it. It's not important whether you like it or not. It's my decision. So you need to get to that place where you understand that you are building your life. It's your responsibility because this is your baby. Nobody should tell you how to dress your baby. You shouldn't feel guilty for wanting to do the things you're doing right now in order for you to get to the place of total fulfillment. There is something to do. There is a price to pay. It's not just going to happen just like that. Don't let nobody fool you until you take it, receive it. Oh yeah, grab it, put oil, put water, and just take it. Swallow it, pray. Listen, darling. There is a place of action. David was always found in a place of serving. Joseph, the same thing. Go and look at all of them. That was what brought them to the limelight. So because people don't want you to get to the place of your brightness, of your shining, they push you out of your spot. With their character, with their attitude, with their mouth. They remove you from your place of office. And by the time they come looking for you, you are not there. It's your baby. Let me bring you to the story of the two harlots. The other one, the Bible said the other one was careless and slept on the baby. In the morning, she swapped the baby in the night. In the morning, that one said, this is not my baby. Because I have been protecting this baby. This can't be my baby. They quarreled and everything. They brought the children, the babies. They brought the third one, the living one. They brought the babies to the king. After all said and done, all of you know that story. The baby still went to the rightful owner. Because if you not be your own, we know. You can't shine my shine for me. After all said and done, they got to the bottom of it to know that this is the rightful owner of this baby. I am trying to say to you, if you, whatever it is you are doing in the house of God now, you are doing it for yourself. When the testimony comes, you will eat it. Whatever seed of forgiveness that you sow now, you are doing it for yourself and for your children. Whatever seed of love that you sow now, you are doing it for yourself, for your children and everything around you. You are building your life. You are putting the bricks one by one. Nobody will shine with your baby. You can't. Because you don't have all the information. You don't have a heart for that baby like I do. That's why they cut the woman like, no, but you get this speaking. Because it's your baby. You know that baby. You gave it time. You feed it. You take time to nurture it. You are a carer. That's why people entrust things in your hand. Have you ever seen a mother that will go and give a certified murderer or a rapist say, mind my baby for me? I just look everywhere. I don't see person give my children. I'm so desperate. I want to give my baby to somebody that's a rapist to mind. I won't do it. I won't. So why will you think God will put things into your hands when you've not shown that you are a carer? When you've not shown that you are a keeper? When you've not shown that He can trust you with those things? The place of service. The place of being a servant. The place where people call you a slave. That is what God is using to set you up for something bigger. It looks like a joke now. It looks like it's not working now. It looks like the whole heaven and earth has loosed upon you. But my friend, I am telling you, darling, if you will hold your ground and strive to get to another level in your walk with God. If you used to do 10%, increase it to 20, 30, 40. If you used to do 40, 50, 60, increase this thing. The more they trust on, the more you have to put on your brave self, because you're an ambassador. And say, I got to show up. I have a job to do. I'm representing my Father. It's not about you. Just because all of us are in the church, don't mean that all of us are kingdom-minded. Don't mean that all of us want the church to grow. Don't mean that everybody is supporting the pastor just because you are there. Doesn't say all that. Just because they anoint you assistant pastor, don't really mean that you are with the general overseer. Don't really mean that you really have the heart for. You might have your own agenda. So it's not by title. It's not by the position. If you are the hand in that church, make sure you use that hand proper to lift order, to carry things, to do this, to use it. If you are the voice in that church, use it to encourage people. If you are the head, use it proper. If you are the waist, use it. Anything you are in the house of God, you are part of the body. Use it well, without complaint. Don't look at what people are showing you. Don't listen to what they are saying. Because these are Tobiah and Sanballat. Because the only reason they rise up to fight is because you're building. Because they see you are up to something. I was listening to TD Jakes yesterday. The preaching, the dressmaker. You have to go and listen to that preaching. The dressmaker. So Goliath was sent to reveal David. It wasn't sent for David to kill Goliath, or Goliath to come and destroy the people of God. No, that was not the purpose. Goliath was just sent to that place just to come and reveal David. He was sent so that David will understand the power that is in him. Without Goliath, there would not have been a place for David as a king. Without Goliath, David would not have become that celebrity that he was, that the women sang about him. Without Goliath, the men would not have known that this is not an ordinary small boy. Despite he's not part of the army, this boy is small pikin. Without Goliath, there would not have been a place of shining. So the people that you think now that they are your Benise Uko, they are pain in your behind. God is using them to set you up for your lifting. I am a testimony. Oh, Jesus. I'm not telling you what I heard another person say. I'm telling you what I'm doing, and it's working for me. What I've experienced, what I've seen. The more they try to push me, the more they try to break me. Me, I'm too stubborn. The more they try to break me, the more that I release. The more that I stretch. They are stretching me. Me, I'm stretching. They think they are stretching me to kill me. They are stretching me to expand my territory. They are stretching me. They are this one will draw you, this one will draw you. They are making me to get strength and stamina. The more they put weight on me, they think they are putting weight on me to bring me down. They are making me to know how to lift weights spiritually. I am lifting. You think you are putting a body on me. I'm lifting. I'm lifting. The more they throw things on me, I've gotten this soft skin spiritually. Now, as you just put it, you could just glide off. I will put that dirt under my leg. As you are throwing it, I'm bringing it down. I'm using it. It's getting higher, higher. I'm using it to climb out and to climb higher. If you don't understand how to make your haters, your enemies, your Tobiah and Sanballat, if you don't understand how to make them work for you, you will cry unnecessarily, not understanding that God is actually using these people to build you. It's a setup. Yes. Let them call you slave. It's working. It is working. It's working. Is it working? It's working. It's working, darling. That's why I can sit here boldly and encourage you. Let them say you put church for head. Be the first to be there. Go and support your pastor. Be a member. Belong to somewhere. You can't afford to be a bloody civilian. You can't. You are not there. You are not here. If you are not going to church, you better make sure that you have one babalawo that is working for you. That's why the fact that I'm not saying you should go and have one babalawo, but I'm just telling you, if you are not there, you better be there. You can't afford to be a bloody civilian. You are not here. You are not there. I told you yesterday, I said, when I'm saying, they'll say, the way she will just say some things. I say, you're a spiritual bastard. Yes. If you don't have a father, you don't have a spiritual mother, you don't have a spiritual father, you don't have a shepherd that watches over your soul, that watches over you, is biblical. That's what God said. I'm telling you. You have to have a cover. So let them say you carry this thing for head. You know the reason why you are doing it. You want to be. There's a song that I wrote. It's one of the track in my English album. I said, people ask me, I'm a wonder to my world. People ask me how I did it. I don't even know how to explain. The only thing I said that this is a definition of grace. The secret why I am who I am. Listen. Why after all said and done, after they try to pin on me, after the lies, after the bully, after this, even in the midst of it, or the reason why I still rise up, that I am still who I am, the more they try, the more that I glow, is because I am a servant. This is public. And I'm not bragging or telling you what I'm not doing. For those people that know my history, go and check all the churches that I have been. I am a servant to the core. When it comes to the things of God, I'm a mumu. Because I have gotten an understanding of this thing a long time ago. People that know me, they will say she's arrogant, she's this, she have big mouth, she's that. But when it comes to the things of God, you can always count on her. She's always there. Not be today I start her. Right from Holland. Right from the very first church I started in this Europe. If they can find a pastor, for people that go and ask me, we tell you. Before they find anything negative to say, they will tell you she's always there. When there's a need, I'm the first one to raise my hand. If this to go and use your car, I'm the first person. I remember a time in my church then, I will use Saturday and Sunday. I will go and carry people to choir practice, drop them at home, wake up again the next morning on Sunday, go and pick them up. The same people that I hear everything they're saying about me, I'm the one that will still go and pick them with my car, bring them to church, wait again, carry them, drop them at home before I go home. I was a driver for years. If they say somebody to cook, it's Yobo. They don't give me a time, no. People that know, if they are here, if I'm lying, say it. It's me. I will be the one to cook. I will be the one to use my money. I am always there. Do you think I'm stupid? Look at where it has brought me. But today people say you want to be like Yobo for Christ. You better find out what I've been doing, what I'm still doing. I am a slave to the core where you can march on me. You can do whatever you want to do. It's okay. For the kingdom, it's all right. As long as the kingdom of God needs to move on, I am in for it. Whatever needs to be done, I'll do it. There is no pastor that I've worshipped under that will say, this girl was a pain in my behind for me. No. They say, she thought she can sing. She's not that, but you can never see her to show up for this. There is no pastor. I'm saying it boldly. This is social media. Error. So I'm not coming here to tell you what I'm not doing. It's working for me. It's not it worked. It's working. It's still working for me. That's what I'm telling you. It's not enough for me to take microphone and jump around the church and go places and go and minister, and you see my face on poster. When it I'm not at Dazoe, near Dazowa. When it comes to my own local church, you don't beat me service. You don't match up. I said boldly. You can't checkmate me. I am there 24/7 when I'm around. I do my thing. Nobody tells me what to do. I know what I need to do in my local church, and I do it. It's not because of pastor, because of member. It's just for myself. I have discovered that this is the secret that is making me to shine to the world. So I will be stupid to allow one Tobiah, one Sambalat to talk me out of my spot. I won't let you. No, I won't let you. That would be stupid of me. To get outside the place where I don't have a cover. It's dangerous. If you can't serve in that place that is too heavy for you, you think, oh, no. Instead of you to go and sit at home, go and look for another place. Maybe you're just not called to serve in that church. It's possible. Go on. Instead of you to sit home, doing nothing, go and look for another church. My dear, don't expose yourself to that danger. You will suffer. You will strain. You will struggle. You will think you are enjoying, but you yourself know within you that things are not the way it's supposed to be. There is nothing like the joy he gives. And the thing that makes him to release that joy and peace, tranquility on you, is when you are servant in this kingdom. When you are somebody that takes up, roll up your sleeve, and you are willing to work. You are willing to do. You are willing to contribute. It's very important. I am giving you my secrets. I don't know how to manipulate. One time, one pastor friend of mine was telling me, when I started doing Men Are Not Born to Cheat, he was like, hey, Yobo. He gave me a parable. He said, when you are walking inside the forest, don't use your hand to draw leaves. So I said, I don't understand. I said, listen. Because most of these pastors, they will not hate you. I said, I said, listen, I'll go and woo. Man, go and woo. If you talk, you die. If you not talk, you die. I say, I will not because of fear of man. Say, I will not say the truth. It's not in my Bible. Men are not born to cheat. If this thing has become a body in the church, I will speak about it. If people are afraid to say, it's not in the Bible for you to abuse me, I will talk against it. This is my platform. If you say you're not going to invite me to your church as a man of God because I'm speaking against adultery, we should use microscope. We should look you well. And sure, we should investigate you. If you say you're not going to bring me, you're not going to invite me, oh, hey, because she's always talking about abuse, we should open our two eyes and look at you, what you are doing behind closed doors. Please, you are a hypocrite. So I told the man of God, I said, I'm not scared. There's a man don't control me, darling. No. Nobody have my time and season in his hands. I said, I am so sure of the person that have called me. What is mine is mine. Come and tell me not to sit on this platform and talk. Oh yeah, come and move me away from here now. I said, man of God, see, thank you for the advice. So I'm just talking to you as a friend. I said, thank you for the advice. Oh, I said, when I finished talking to him, it was not like, yeah, it's true what you said. I said, oh, yes. I said, nobody will intimidate me and say, you're talking about abuse. So don't bring that woman. Oh, hey, that's how she come out. Listen, it's wrong for you to beat your wife. It's wrong for you to cheat on your wife. I will not put water in my mouth and say, I will not be careful to say it. So when you know who has called you, when you know the person that you're working for, when you know that you are a slave to somebody, that person is responsible for your upkeep. That person is responsible for the things that fits you. You don't worry, you don't panic. I don't worry myself to manipulate situations. I don't manipulate platform. I don't beg for it. But God is taking me places. It's not because of the things you think. I say I too fine, not be say I too sing. It's my service, I'm telling you. Yes, grace. God has given us, we preach grace. I believe in grace. But trust me, darling, God is a good businessman. You cannot hide under grace and not do nothing in the church. And you expect God to entrust things in your hand. It's not possible. It's not. You cannot hide under grace and become a vagabond and you expect God to take you to a place of manifestation. It's not possible. You're deceiving yourself. So before you envy people, find out what it is that they are doing in this kingdom. It's a company where all of us have to contribute our own. It's a company where we have to work without allowing even your pastor, let me say the highest of the ones in the church, without allowing him to discourage you because it's your personal thing tomorrow now. All the pastors that I served under in Holland, they are not here anymore now. I live in London now. How does it affect the pastor that I served under? It's not important anymore. Right now I'm in Dublin. Weekend I'm flying back to London for our choir album launch. Is it them now that is here in Dublin? It's not them, it's me. So at the end of the day, you see that it's not about this present place where you are. God is dressing you up for your tomorrow. God is preparing you for your tomorrow. So be very, very conscious how you build. Because you are building for yourself. Not just you are building for this church where you are now. I am talking to members. And I am talking to especially also gospel ministers in the church. Because we receive the worst fight in the church. Yes, true. Gospel artists, we receive the worst and the most terrible fight attack in churches. Because we are close to the altar. And we have taken over Lucifer's job. It was a choir mistress. We've taken over. So we receive a lot of attack. But you need to function in your church, in your local church, despite whatever it is that is happening. Your pastor should, when you are not there, should boldly say, this lady, this man is a plus to my ministry. Otherwise, there's a problem. People should miss you when you are not around. When people don't miss you when you are around in the ministry, usher today no you'll be the same. Children's class, not be same. Oh yeah, it's obvious. Sister Gladys is not around. That should be your testimony. When you get to that place of service, you will see that life will become very easy for you. What people struggle for. Your presence, your constant dedication to the things of God in your local church. I told you, don't be Adazoe. Adazoe is you always do for outside. When you are called outside to come and minister, oh, you're good. But when it comes to your own local church, you do like, you automatically, you are not the queen. You are greeting everybody like this. Like this. You don't want to bring your hand down. It's an error. Take your time. Be a servant in your place, your local place. The grace that God has covered you with, serve there. So that you will expand from under that grace. It's not going to always be here. I was telling my pastor's daughter, I said, one day I will marry. If I get married to somebody that is not a member of that church, I will have to follow the person to his church. So it's not always going to be there. But this is my home now. This is my home. This is my place. When I'm gone, people should say, the time of you for Christ. It's not pride. Heaven will rejoice for the people you brought in. Don't you know that there are some people, because of them, people come to church? Listen, God is not coming down. God used you and me to showcase, to bring people in the kingdom. Because of some people will come to church and stay. The same way I was saying, don't be the reason why people leave the church. There are some people, they are the reason why people come and stay. Before they now get the word, before they now fall in love with the church, before they now get understanding of what they are doing there, they will just say, it's because of this sister I come to church. It's because of this brother, the way this brother played this keyboard, I just love him. Anytime I see this woman, the way she behaves with the children, she gladdens my heart. I can't imagine the way this woman is able to keep all those kids in that. She's not talking about the preaching pastor is preaching. She's busy talking about the woman in the children's department. That is what we need in the kingdom. That is how we expand. It's not only for pastor alone. Pastor can't do this alone. I am encouraging you. Go back to your first love. Don't let nobody push you out of your spot. Don't let nobody talk you out of your place. Go back to that thing that you know how to do and contribute that thing in your place of worship. And see how God will arise on every matter that concerns you because you are an ambassador. Ignore the talking. Ignore the gossiping. Ignore the courting. Ignore everything that would have pushed you to the place of surrender. Ignore them. Go back to the place of service. If you show up for your work, despite what they've done to you, you still show up the next day. Whatever it is that drives you to still show up the next day at your place of work should be the same thing that drives you to the house of God and keep showing up. Despite the way pastor talk, despite the way your wife talk, despite the way you have to go back. Go and do your job. Because the person that pays is the one up there. They don't owe your paycheck. They don't have the right to release that thing. They don't even have it. It belongs to God and God alone. And He's a faithful one. He's a covenant-keeping God. By the time you're sowing that seed and you are a good ambassador, He takes care of your need even without you asking. Because you are important in the kingdom. Why? Give God one reason why He should keep you alive. Give God one reason why the enemy will not succeed to afflict you with sickness. Give God one reason. Give God one reason. If you can, you will understand what I'm saying. People should know that you are around when you are around. And when you are not around, people should miss you because of your good works. I love you. Be encouraged. I know this is the way people responded to this last teaching. I was amazed. Really, people inbox me. It's something that is eating up the church, and the enemy is using to drive people away from the church these days. That's what I'm talking about it. Be encouraged. Remember, they don't pay you. God do. So take your position and do what you know how to do. And the one that reward without no passion, he will set you up for a higher lifting. Hey, this Sunday at my church in Camberwell, London, check my cover picture. If you live anywhere around there, be there. We're going to set the whole place on fire. It's going to be heaven on earth. You don't want to miss out on this. Be there. And right now, I'm staying in Dublin. If you're anywhere in Dublin, check one of the picture on my wall. Just scroll down. You see the address. Assemblies of God in Dublin. Reverend Chukuma. The program is starting this night and tomorrow. It's going to be heaven on earth. Fire. Yobo for Christ is in the house. I love you. You're very, very honorable for Christ. Bye-bye. Shalom. And no, don't let nobody fool you. Talk out of a place. Tell you otherwise. You are a queen. It's complete now. I love you. Bye-bye. Shalom. Mwah.